I'm gonna give you a name. If we go to the store and a black girl's kid, well, let me Dante. He he falls and blood everywhere. And his lip busted and his finger may be dislocated, right? And it's a white person. They're gonna be like, "Oh, sweetie, are you okay?" And if the baby's still crying or they don't say nothing, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, somebody needs to help them." They're gonna turn around and they're gonna go to their lives. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if a black mother seen a white mother's son, Jimmy, who fell on the floor and busted his face, and there was blood everywhere, she gonna take him into his arms, she gonna caress him, she gonna cuddle him, she gonna be, shh, baby, it's okay, it's okay. Where's your mom at? Let me help you. That is the difference between white and black people. You are the God. We are the gods. Now, no. Your defense about to be, not all white people are like that. But not all, okay, that's everybody's defense when they say not all white people are like that. Of course not all white people are like that. Of course. Of course you're gonna find some sweet white people, some good white people. You might even find, listen, Rochelle, you might even find a white person that wanna be a part of our culture. Like, man, forget the white people. I'm trying to be black. Ask them to trade lives with you. Watch how fast they separate themselves. Watch. Like, ask one of your friends, would you trade lives with me? I bet they'll look at you like they're crazy. And of course they're going to tell you to your face, of course, girl, you're my friend. But when they go home, they're going to be like, I don't even know why I told her that. Because one thing that white people got over black people is that they will always get an opportunity before us. Understand that if you went missing, it would take hours for the cops to find you. If Sarah went missing, oh my God, they found her in like 3 hours, but they can't even find you in a day. Come on now, bye with that. They found Saddam Hussein in a hole in a different country, but you can't find Dante somewhere. You can't find, I don't know, I can't think of no names right now, but you can't find the average black kid that don't went missing. But you can find Saddam Hussein in a hole in another country, in the middle of nowhere. But you can't find the average girl's black son that don't went missing a day. Are you serious? I look at we get mail every day, and it always say, have you seen me? And it might be white people, it's a black person. They cases be from 1987 to today. Have you seen me? But when I look at, when I look, they got an Amber Alert on the first white person or any child that ain't black to me that go missing. They got an Amber Alert. Tell me this. You said it like racism. They didn't even cover the Million Man March. Tell me this. Why they got an Amber Alert and why don't they have an Aja-Nae alert? Why don't they have a Rochelle alert? Why don't they have a Kiera alert, a Sierra alert, a Tierra alert? Why don't they have those alerts? Why they got an Amber Alert for a white girl? I seen a movie. I watched it. That's how I found out it was an Amber Alert. It was about a white little girl that went missing. Why they got an Amber Alert? Why ain't there no other black kids' names alert? Why they cover the shootings for them kids and then cover the Million Man March? Why they cover the shootings for them kids, them black kids, them white kids, but they won't cover the Million Man March? No, they cover the shootings for them Trayvon Martins. Like they covered the shootings for like people like Trayvon Martin. Oh, another thing. You say you want to be cool with these white people, Rochelle. They killed Trayvon Martin. They killed Sean Bell for no reason. The cops got off. Listen, when a white cop kills a black kid for no reason, they get a smack on the wrist. A smack on the wrist is no more than an expansion, which means that they have to patrol a lane area for probably like 6 months. They about the one white boy, Burger King, that killed the people in the church. But the white dude that went up and shot the whole church, oh, he get a pass. He was crazy. We gonna buy him Burger King. We gonna treat him nice. We gonna bail him out. We gonna take pictures with him. He got $3 million raised for him. Some white people raised $3 million. He got $3 million raised for him to get him bailed out of jail. But The white cops get a smack on the wrist for killing an innocent boy that was pulling out an Arizona tea out of his shirt.
That's racism.
That is racism. And you try to sit there and tell me this ain't about race, Rochelle? Come on now. These white people been being racist to us since they got here. Don't nobody even know where white people came from.
That's what we're learning. That's what I'm learning now.
Why do you think white people want to be in the cold so much? Because they can't stand the sun. And why do you think black people want the sun so much? Because we can't stand the cold. We are sun gods. And they are the ice mountain people.
They came from the Caucasus Mountains.
They came from the Caucasus Mountains. Where it's freezing at. Come on, Rochelle. I mean, open your mind here. I mean, just hear me out. This is the things that I'm learning today. Just do some research for me. Like as a cousin to my cousin. Like, honestly. Please do some research for me. You can believe in this man Jesus till the day you die. But all I'm asking from you is to please do some research. Because what I'm telling you here are facts. This is stuff that I know, not I believe. I don't believe. I know. Listen. I know. I'm talking to you right now. I believe that it's a girl walking up the street talking on the phone now. You see the difference? You see the difference? Do you see the difference, Rochelle? My point is I know I'm talking to you because I can see you. And I'm talking to you verbally. I believe that there's a person walking up the street right now. So 50 out of 50, you're going to go outside and there might not be a person standing right there, and it might be.
That's what you're going to die on.
That's what you're going to die on, Rochelle. A 50-50 chance of believing it's a God and seeing that it's not. So my point
is...
That's
what I think my grandma's telling me.
That's what I think my grandma is telling me. Because when she died in 2009, 2010, we got a computer. And we started to learn about the Illuminati. You know,
I think we was close.
And we was close, but we took the wrong path. We took the Illuminati, we ran with it and everything. But we got a computer the next year.
The same year.
Well, the same year, excuse me. Yeah, the same year. And we learned about the Illuminati. And here we are in 2014.
We found out,
December 3rd, we found out that Jesus wasn't real. And now we're listening to Polight, Shaka Atmos, Brother Reggie, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark,
Ivan Van Sertima.
All of these people are here telling us about white people.
And they're telling us not to believe them.
Not to believe.
Do the research.
They're telling us ourselves, don't believe them, do our research. So my point is
and they're willing to battle any preachers.
I mean, they are willing to talk to any preachers, even Uncle Ernest.
They will, but they don't want to talk to them.
If they don't want to talk to them,
they don't want to talk to them because they're scared.
Well, the preachers don't want to talk to the Ivan Van Sertimas or the unks or the real conscious people because they're scared that they are going to get proven wrong. But they're willing to battle the preachers because they want to. What these people are asking for, what Polight, what Shaka, what Dr. Ben is asking for is prove me I'm wrong. Prove to me that I'm wrong. Explain to me how Jesus walked on water.
Explain to her about the sun rising from 21st to the 22nd. Do you know that about the sun being Jesus rising?
Oh, hold on, let me get the charger because it's about to die. Ooh. I'm going to explain to you a story real quick.
About Jesus rising from the dead.
About Jesus rising from the dead, okay? Okay.
On the 21st of December.
So on the 21st of December.
That's when winter comes in.
That's when winter is here. So,
the 22nd.
The sun was in the sky, and it was high. It was high in the sky on December 21st. And then the 22nd, the sun got lower. And then
people started
to go crazy. They started freaking out. This was before Jesus. And people start freaking out. They're, what? The sun getting lower? What's going on? Yesterday it was always, what's going on? And then the 23rd day.
The 4th. and the 5th, the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. He rose on the 25th. The
sun got lower on the 23rd day, and then on the 24th, it stayed lower. It didn't go no lower. It didn't go no higher. It stayed lower. And everybody got really upset and sad because it felt like the sun was dying.
And that the world was about to come.
They thought the world was coming to an end. And
on the 25th,
which is Christmas, the sun rose from the dead. And the sun rose a few inches or centimeters. I'm not sure. I still got to do the research myself. But the sun rose a few feet or a few centimeters. And the people start rejoicing. And they started to say, the Son of God rose from the dead. And I'm going to give you an analogy.
It's an S-O-N, S-U-N.
It's two different sons, Rochelle. And people always mistake the Son of God with the Son of God. See, it's the S-U-N, and then it's the S-O-N. And so the white people replaced the S-O-N and put that in front of the S-U-N. Kind of funny how you see Jesus in front of the sun in place of S-O-N and the S-U-N. It's a halo. Why do you think every time you see a picture, Jesus always looking up? Who do you think he looking at? He looking at the sun. Why every time you see a picture, the sun in the back of Jesus or the sun right there? I mean, I'm just saying. These are right there in front of your eyes, like literally. Come on now. Why do you think they have Sunday service on sunrise, Happy?
And they knew the spring was coming back.
Come on now. They knew spring was coming when they seen the sun in the sky rise. So they rejoiced and they got happy. That is the Son of God.
Rising. That's the story of the rising of the dead.
And I'm going to tell you, because this man, I had the same discussion. This man asked me, well, who was the son's mother? And who was their mother's mother? The son's mom is Gad and Newt. Gad and Newt is the sky god and the earth god. They came, look them up. You ain't got to believe. Just look them up. The son's mom is Gad and Newt. It's the sky god and the earth god. Now there was no more gods after that because that's the sky and that's the earth. They loved each other so much that they came together and they committed. They made moisture, and that is when the sun rises, which is the day and then the night. Now, to clean this up, because I'm a little all over the place with this story, it's Osiris and Isis. Osiris is the god of the dead and the living.
Who was the first one to do what Jesus did?
Who was the first one to do what Jesus did, which was rise from the dead. I mean,
but they all mythical stories.
The story that I'm about to tell you is it's a myth, but it's more of metaphors.
They all metaphors.
They all metaphors of the real God, which is the sun. And so Osiris now, he had a brother named Seth, kind of like the Cain and Abel story. And
did you tell me about that?
No, not yet. And so his brother killed Osiris because Osiris had a higher place. And
this is all before Jesus now.
Seth was jealous of that. Now this is all before Jesus. All before Jesus. Way before Jesus.
Like 10,000 years.
You know, like some
10,000.
10,000, at least 10,000 years. And so Seth killed his brother Osiris because he had a higher place, which Osiris' place was to be the god of the living and the god of the dead. And Seth was jealous of that because Seth is the king of darkness. And he felt like his kingdom and his place was lame. Like, boo, like, don't this sound familiar to you? So Seth killed Osiris. He put him in his tomb and chopped his body up into 14 pieces and threw his body in the Nile River. Now his wife Isis was very upset because she had no children with her husband. And so she searched the whole world for her husband's pieces. And she only found 13 pieces. And the one piece that was missing was the phallus. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me.
You hung up?
No.
Alright. So what she left off, or if she left him, and go from there, if she's still interested.
She is here.
Teach, girl.
Oh, can you hear me? We both called each other back at the same time.
Now how are you? Is she really interested? And we both probably just sitting there. Hello?
My fault. I don't know what happened. Okay, here we go with the echo again. That's gonna make me mad.
Just relax.
Okay,
She gonna hear you.
Okay, I left off. Where did I leave off?
Ask her.
Do you know where I left off at?
Right.
Okay. Alright, so, his brother Seth killed him and threw his body down the Nile River. Like I said, Isis was very upset, and she searched the world for her husband, but she found him in pieces, but she only found 13 pieces. And the 14th piece was the phallus. Do you know what a phallus is? No? Okay, a phallus is the male penis. I don't feel comfortable saying that. But yeah, that's what the phallus is. So that's a new word that you can use around people. Girl, what you talking about? You could kill them with that word. So she couldn't find the phallus, so she made one of gold and she put it into place and she impregnated herself and she had Osiris. No, she had Horus. She had Horus. Horus's job was to come in place of his father, but in order to do that, he had to avenge his father's death. So he went and he killed his uncle Seth. And now, the story of Cain and Abel is basically the same because Cain harvests an offering for God, but Abel went and killed a newborn baby lamb and gave God the best part. And so God favored Abel's offering more than Cain. Cain got jealous of Abel's offering and deceived his brother into a field, killed him, and Abel called on to God and asked him to do something about it basically. And he cast Cain out into the world. Now, I'm gonna ask you this question. Cain went out into the world. He had to leave his folks and go wander the world. If Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve are the first four people on earth, why did Cain say to God, "Don't let those other people get me"? If you don't believe me, I'm asking, who are these other people? If they're the first four people in the world, I'm asking you. I want to see if you know. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. If Eve was the first woman on earth, why did Cain go out there and get a wife that was older than his mama? And if they are the first four people on this earth, how did he get a wife? I mean, I'm wondering. I mean, I'm still in distraught when that question was asked to me.
No. Cain and Abel was Adam and Eve.
No. See, this is the contradiction in the Bible. Because see, Adam and Eve was first, and then the flood came. Like, so it's two people that was first on earth. Like, it's confusing. That's contradiction.
The flood was the ice age.
The flood was the ice age.
There was never a flood.
There was never a flood.
Now remember, ask you crazy, dude. As you go.
I'm gonna tell you something. The boat. there was not no boat. They actually if you want to look it up, there's a boat that this I forgot his name. I wish I remembered.
I do too.
But it's this boat that he made, and it was for the Nile River, and it was I think it was what, like 30 feet long, and he made. So he made that boat himself, but that was for the Nile River so that he can get back to his dad. But his direction was the Milky Way in the sky, the stars, that's the line in the sky. That was his direction back. That is the boat that was made. That is so called the Noah's Ark. There was no Noah's Ark. That is the only boat that was found. So
and they got the boat.
They got the boat too. They can show you. If you don't believe me, look it up. Asher Kwesi. If you don't know how to spell his name, just go in the speaker thing and say Asher Kwesi, and it'll pop up, and he'll tell you. Oh, do you know who the first doctor was?
They said it was hypocrisy.
Mhm.
They said it was surgery.
They say it was hypocrisy. But the first doctor was Imhotep. And I'm gonna tell you how these white people are thieves, okay? Cause they come out with these little doctor tools, the little scissors and everything, scalpel, all of that. Go to Egypt, look on the wall, and it will show you that they have they got the doctor tools. They got guitars, man. They drew guitars on the wall. Come on now. That's not even a doctor tool. They had guitars, ukuleles, banjos. I mean, they was living it. I want to go to Egypt. That was fun.
Like, leader in the Bible went to Egypt to study.
Every leader in the Bible went to Egypt to study. Like, so my question is Hippocrates was the first doctor. Where you get your tools from? And the answer to that is Egypt, because you have to go to Egypt. Take a picture of the scalpel and the scissors and all of that. Go back to where you was and actually make them tools come to life. And say that you made it up and now you're the first doctor. Bye. Oh my God, if you read the Bible, don't you know how much they don't like Egypt? Don't you see how the Israelites make the Egyptians sound? They make the Egyptians sound like they was beating them, making them make the pyramids, all of that stuff. Like, it's all throughout the Bible that they don't love Africa. They don't like Africa. But the people that the main characters, Moses and Jesus, all they talk they was from Egypt. So I mean, I don't understand. Like, they all studied there. So
when Jesus came back from Egypt, that's when he got mad at everybody for selling things in the store.
Like,
and he in the church.
Job, the story Job. I never liked Job when I was believing in Jesus because he always was talking stuff to God. But now that I realize this Job story, I understand that he's missing one main character that he ain't never mentioned in the whole book of Job. Guess who? Jesus. Now, people tell us that the only way that we're going to get to God is if we believe in Jesus. So why ain't he talking about Jesus?
Paul never even mentioned Jesus.
Paul never even mentioned Jesus. Matthew never mentioned Jesus.
In the Bible.
Luke never mentioned Jesus.
Ask me, do she? take Christ and Christian anonymously.
They didn't know Jesus, Rochelle.
They didn't know him. They never.
They didn't know him.
It was before Jesus.
Rochelle, Matthew and Luke and all of them, that was before Jesus. They didn't know who he was. So Abraham, all of them, they never knew who Jesus was. So how can you mention a person you don't know? And this person, Jesus, you got to give to him, to God. So, I mean, question mark. I'm confused here myself. See, this is what I'm saying. The Bible has a lot of contradiction in it. Like, here go one.
As I said, the Son,
I'm gonna do that here. You remember what I told you earlier about King James, right? He was a non-homosexual, right? What's funny to me is that one of the Ten Commandments is man not supposed to lay with man. So what is a gay person doing right in the Bible?
He doesn't write it, he oversaw it.
Like, I'm so confused. Like, that's funny. I mean, he didn't write it, but he oversaw it.
As the people wrote it, he was watching.
Like, when people wrote it, he was over their shoulder. Like, watching it, directing them, correcting them. Like, you're gay. What are you doing? You're not even supposed to be next to the Bible. Yes, go ahead. Rochelle, I don't believe, okay? I know. Hold on, I don't know what she's saying. Rochelle. No, say that again, Rochelle, because the whole time I was getting a weak connection. I couldn't hear you. I said, could you say that again? Could you repeat the question? My mom. My mom is my God. Because I came from her. And she came from her mom. And her mom came from her mom. And her mom came from her mom, and it just keeps going on. So I believe that my mom is the God. And we come through a portal through my mom. See, I'm a God. I'm a goddess. And my mom is my goddess. And my dad is a God. And two people that are partners, a man and a woman, are gods because they both carry something special. My dad carries the formula. If you know what the formula is, I won't have to say it. Very vulgar. You know what the formula is, right? Oh. the formula, Rochelle. Do you know the formula? No, the boy formula. Sperm, man. Sperm. Ew. God. I did not like saying that. We carry the egg. Can you hear me? Listen.
Okay. Well, we carry cholesterol. You don't know, you might be saying the word right, but it's cholesterol fluid.
Now, do you know what the formula is? Okay. Okay. The formula, you know what I'm not repeating the formula. But we carry the egg, and we come together, and the man gives the formula to the woman, and it comes through a portal through our body, and that goes to our egg, and that opens the egg up, which makes the baby, and we birth the baby. So we are the God. We are the goddesses. And when we breastfeed them, we have a cholesterol fluid. I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but we have that, and we feed it to our. We're the only ones that have that, only us, and we feed it to our baby, and they get smarter, like they get really smarter, like I don't know how, but they just do. That's why we're supposed, like, if we don't breastfeed, we could get breast cancer, and stuff like that. And so we have to breastfeed and do that stuff. So to answer your question, who I believe made me and how I got here is my mom, and that's kind of an obvious question because she's the one that birthed me and taught me the things of life, and as well as her mother and the rest of the mothers, you know. So that's to answer your question. You're giving your power to myth. So my point is you gotta understand that there's something inside of you that is probably more powerful than this Jesus man that you're thinking about. But good conversation, and if you want to finish this tomorrow, I will be happy. Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, bye. Love you, girl. Bye.
Your first today. Do you on your way? Think you, little Vinny, Miss Marcus? Kicking that knowledge and shit. That's what you're supposed to do with people, though. You have to not be mean when I say that you have to shut them up. You can't let them talk to you about something that you already kind of know about. Because all they're going to do is repump information that you've been gathering for 15, almost 16 years. See what I'm saying? And I don't want to know that anymore. I'm trying to pump something to you that you ain't never heard of. See what I'm saying? You already pumping, you preaching to the choir when you tell me about Jesus and the Bible. See what I'm saying? I already know about this stuff. But I'm trying to teach you about the stuff that I've learned that I've never learned it. And everything you basically asked that girl, she ain't had no idea of nothing. And you can see what she said. Her studying was in the Bible, and that was it. And some school books. that she go to school and learn. Now, you tell her to pop open that computer that she got, that phone, and do some research, and things will be just fine. Somebody over there trying to dial out and go back and forth.